Alright. Hello, guys. Today I am here with my special guest that I didn't announce. Say hello, Prid.
Hey everyone, it's me.
Well, I guess my guest is dead, so see you next episode. Nah, so no. For those of you who don't know why I wanted to keep Prid as a special guest, as a secret guest, is because we had some kind of 12-year-old drama. That's the best way I can
Maybe
describe
even
it.
9-year-old, some might say.
I don't know why you sub to PewDiePie.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, 9-year-old drama then. And just a quick rundown. He did something when he was blue in a game. I thought that's illegal. Then apparently it's not necessarily like breaking the rules. It was just kind of a cheesy move. So I got super mad and blah blah blah. I overreacted to being banned because I have a huge ego. Apparently, who would have guessed?
some would say maybe not very honorable move, in my game.
Yeah.
You know,
Anyway,
whether it's against rules or not might not be it wasn't the most honorable thing to do, and that's why if you remember, I remember messaging the opponent was like, yo, we can load if you don't want me to do this shit.
yeah. Anyway, I am definitely over it. I'm kind of done talking about it because
For sure.
nobody understood that my problem wasn't necessarily that you broke the rule, but I felt very disrespected by getting banned. But now I realize I was very obnoxious.
Yeah, I definitely didn't mean to create anything negative. I think for me the focus was just the timing. In a way, because we should have just talked afterwards. Just got on a Discord call like we are now and just talked about it like buddies.
Uh,
Yeah,
nah, when I flip for good. Like I
that's
have,
right.
I haven't been angry since I don't know. In the last 4 years, I don't remember being angry, but this one time, I was
And
angry.
I was the one who triggered you.
Yeah, you are special, Prid. You are
You're welcome, man.
the
That makes me feel special a little bit.
the thick trigger.
Ooh, hell yeah, I got my finger on it. All
Oh
right,
boy.
so that was that.
Yeah.
No one cares anymore. We're all friends.
Ah! Let's take it slow, boy. So we haven't talked in a while. The last thing I remember is that you said you would quit your job. What happened to that?
Oh, wait, did I say that? I think, what actually happened is, if I remember correctly, is I got more hours at my job. So, maybe there's some misunderstanding, because I used
The
to
old
work 10
switcheroo.
hours a week, which was, super
Oh, all right,
chill,
all right.
but I moved up to 20 hours. Now I work, every day, which is, it's nice to have a continuous schedule, but sometimes I have to stay late, and it fucks with the stream a bit.
Yeah.
Um, So yeah, it's pretty I don't know. It feels like the right decision. Like my job, I've tried to explain it a couple of times on stream. It is so hard to explain it in English because it's a certain word in Danish that just I don't think exists in English.
Let's just say you are a social justice warrior,
Professional.
a
Social
professional social
worker.
justice.
I take offense to everything.
And you are paid for it.
And you are a Nazi, by the way. So
Oh,
I'm gonna
whoa.
See ya.
Oh my god. Oh. Next,
Yeah.
next step is PewDiePie. I'm
Oh.
becoming the new PewDiePie. Yeah.
Wow, you're really gonna blow up when you get him on.
Yeah.
All right.
How is your stream going?
How was my? Well, to be honest, right now, at the day of this recording, a bit of a down period because my consistency has been quite bad. I've been trying to move it slightly away from heroes as well. Not
Yeah.
completely, but I just wanted to try some other things,
Mhm.
and that is always a risky move when you're growing in a specific community. Moving into variety is dangerous. So I've tried Pokemon Nuzlocke, which has been
Yeah.
fucking amazing. It's been so much fun.
Dude, I've never played Pokemon.
You've never played Pokemon?
I mean, a few hours, but I never got the campaign.
Dude, I don't know. I love those games. I never watched it when I was a child. I never collected the cards because I was poor. But the games were so amazing.
I did collect the cards though. and I knew how to play. I actually knew the rules.
Were there ever any rules? Could you actually
Dude,
play with them?
I cannot now, but yes, I could.
I had no idea.
Dude, I
Well,
didn't. I can't remember.
I'm just not a man of culture, but it's that's been very fun. But I do want to get back to Heroes a bit more. I mean, because I love the game and love streaming it, but I mean, to some degree, because I want to keep, doing well. I guess is like the honest truth, and I really
Yeah.
like streaming. I've been at it for like 2.5 months now.
Seems it's more. It feels like it has been more than that.
It's because
Eh.
I'm thick, dude. I take up more time.
Oh my god.
A minute for me is an hour for you.
Yeah, true. You live longer. You are.
Yeah,
That's why you are so wise. I see.
It's like Dragon Ball. I'm in the hyperbolic time chamber.
Oh my god, I got the weeb on my podcast.
I'm also a weeb. Yeah, there you go. Another
Forgive me.
title.
All right. So speaking of Pokemon, have I ever told you how I got my Rufanzor username?
No, you haven't actually.
Okay, it's pretty cringe, but that's exactly
Right.
what you need. What we need.
You mean Prid? Cringe? Oh, that was horrible.
I don't know if I can beat that. Now I will not be able to outshine you, so I'm kind of feeling bad about telling it. No, okay, so I was in high school and we went in Italy on a summer camp.
Italy?
In Italy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In South Salerno, whatever. And I had a crush on a girl, obviously, because I was in high school. I had a crush on like 50 girls, but it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, me too. I was horrible.
Dude. Teenage boys, wheelchair.
Oh.
And she started calling me Rufus because my hair was and still is very fluffy.
Your hair is amazing. I mean, I've seen your face cam now. I didn't. I had your Facebook before, but you had like 2 pictures, I think.
Yeah.
Like not a lot at least. So I wasn't necessarily sure who you were. Now that I've seen your hair, you look like someone who played guitar in a rock band in the 80s.
Oof.
Um,
I think
and that's a good thing.
I think like I'm a budget prey.
Budget prey? It's
Yeah.
true. It's true. Maybe.
Alright,
Prey.
so back to the story. So she started calling me Rufus, and then we made this joke that Rufus is the first evolution of a Pokemon, and it goes like Rufus, Ruffalo, and Rufanzer. So
I
yeah,
like that. Yeah.
I stick to that, to the Rufanzer meme.
That's not that cringy. I like it.
I mean,
I mean, you were what, like 17, 15?
no, like 15.
Yeah, I mean, who wasn't cringy when they were 15?
It's not as bad as, I don't know, imagine someone calling himself the Pride of.
Oh, dude, you know what? I can't even begin to imagine that. Imagine if that guy was dumb enough to tell people and live to reap the benefits of that for at least a year to come. That would be horrible.
Yeah, so, but you shortened it to the Prid.
Yeah, and you know what? That's been a good decision ever since. I don't actually have that great a story like yours. I was just, the Pride of. The fucking disgusting. I've had that name since I was like 14. And you know what? The reason for that name actually was even worse because I had 2 friends. I had more, but like those were the 2 good friends. And we lived in a room
Friends.
together. Yeah, I know. What?
Disgusting.
Together because we went to a boarding school, where you live in the school, and we had like 4 people in one room, and so we all played League of Legends, and we wanted names that showed that we were pre-made. So we
my god.
decided it would be the insert word of, right? So the pride of, the cancer of, the art of.
Oh my god.
Oh yes, it was horrible. Let me tell you.
Did you?
They stopped, but I for some reason I kept it. And but then years later, I played Rocket League, which is a great game.
Yeah, I never
and
played it, but I'm watching games of Rocket League on Twitch sometime.
I
It's
might
pretty
stream
fun.
it one day, honestly, when I get a controller again, because it's so much fun to play. As long as you dodge the toxicity, like every online game. But we played a 3-man Rocket League team just for fun, and we put, in Steam you can do the fucking parentheses.
Yeah.
Like so, like a clan name almost, right? And we wrote "Someone help" because we thought that was fun.
Oh.
And then my name became so long that it cut off, so it said "Someone help the Prid."
Okay.
My friends and I were like, "Wow, that sounds like someone who is disabled." So I fucking kept it.
So you are the thick disabled, and Sam, by Sam I mean me. Sam would call you a slut, right?
A slut. Yeah, I've seen that.
I wonder who. Who would be so degenerate to call you a slut?
I was wondering what that came from. Like, one day when I first saw it, I was like, "Wait, do you genuinely think of me as a slut?"
Because you are the sellout lord.
But am I though? I didn't realize.
You used to be. I don't know.
I definitely went all in on the self-advertising.
Yeah, with the follower goals and the $50 Steam cards.
Well, yeah, I actually enjoyed that. I ended up spending way more than I earned.
Obviously, it was to be expected. You kind of knew what you were getting yourself into.
But I loved it though. I don't know if you saw this one afterwards, but like 5 copies of Warcraft Reforged.
Oh, I didn't see.
Gifted. Like I think Gecko won, Stygian won, Tenyo, Singularity, and one last guy I can't remember.
All of them are traitors. All of them are out of Kebab League traitors.
Are they really?
No.
Okay.
Only you are.
Yeah. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
It was very very cool actually. I don't know. It's just been very enjoyable, but it's definitely like an investment that doesn't pay off instantly. But that's okay, in my opinion.
It's the payoff of being loved.
Well, yeah, like I just pay for love, That's how it works.
Oh, so you are the reverse slut.
Yeah, I'll. Fuck is this? No,
Alright.
Like genuinely though, it's just It wasn't meant as like a slut move. It was meant more as like a holy fuck, I appreciate you guys move. If that makes sense.
Yeah, everybody wants others to think they do something
good.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I do appreciate the slut meme though. It's pretty good.
I mean, it's kind of dead because there hasn't been much interaction with it recently.
Maybe we can bring it back.
Maybe we bring it back until PewDiePie reviews it, and then we can let it go.
Dude, listen, donate to my stream, and I'll bring it back.
Fucking. You almost got me.
Yeah, it was close. Okay. How about you? You've been streaming as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I saw that that was like one of the last things that happened before the whole thing happened. Thought that you got affiliated. You got your sub emotes.
Yeah.
Emote. Sorry, the timer emote. I kind of like that one.
Yeah.
Especially since after you got affiliated and after I started streaming, I've been running out of timer fucking every game. You
just can't read chat and think of answers. Lekshav is a god. Oh, guy, this was supposed to be a Lekshav podcast. Anyway, keep going.
Rip. Oh yeah, it's I just that's awesome for you, right? How have you been doing on streaming?
I mean, I'm not really focusing on the streaming as
It's more like a hobby, a chill.
Yeah, it's more like if there's no one online and there's no English.
What they want.
Yeah, that was the gimmick from the beginning, right? The waiting room.
Oh, that's where that's from.
Yeah, that's the waiting room gimmick. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
But
now understood.
Yeah, but now my own laptop is basically broken. The display, the monitor itself. I don't know. I always forget how to say that word in English. It's basically half broken. I can only. The screen. Thank you.
Yeah. There you go.
The left half of the screen is basically.
It's fucked.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because we don't see it on your screen. It looks perfect.
No. This is another laptop that I can only use in the morning. It's a shared laptop.
Oh, I see. Okay, so that's where we had the time schedule.
Yeah, and I can only stream in the morning.
Did you break it?
I am not sure what happened. I never hit my things. I think my grandmother broke it. I think.
Did you punch your screen?
No.
Did you bro fist PewDiePie?
Oh.
Is that what happened? Did you
No.
fucking do it?
No, but my grandmother has a very bad habit of touching everything she can touch. And I think she kind of pushed
TOS,
it once.
Stop. Alright, no, go on.
Alright. I can't. So yeah, it's Danzo.
Well, fuck that, dude. We'll raise a charity goal for you to get a new laptop. Easy.
A charity. Gufanzok's in need.
The rough and source of the world need your help.
Donate €2 through SMS.
Has your grandma ever destroyed your technology, your computers, your life? This is for you. Oh my god. Oh wait,
Yeah.
so Kebab League.
Yeah.
Can we go to that?
Sure, we can go to that. So,
I see you overlooking the screen there, so.
I mean, yeah, this is what I'm keeping as a background because, like, anybody watches this lol. Most people are just listening it. For example, I know that Stygian is just listening to it when he's at work.
I'll watch it. I'll cringe at myself.
You didn't watch the previous two ones, did you?
I watched the one you sent me. Well, not the entire thing. I watched
right.
like 15 minutes, I think. What was it? Snowman.
Yeah.
The late Snowman.
Yeah.
Just to see what I was getting into, you know?
Yeah, I don't know how I will call this one because you were late again.
I was late, shit.
Yeah, you overslept, but I think it will be something like rebuilding bridges or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Or just a cringe fest or something.
Sexy talks. Something like that.
Bloodlust.
Oh. Expert cure. We're casting expert cure.
Oh.
Shit.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Hell no, god damn.
Right.
So yeah.
That's why I go water magic, to be honest.
So yeah, you left the Discord and nobody noticed it. At least I didn't.
No one cares about me. Shit.
You keep popularity.
That feeling when you leave and no one in your group realizes.
No, but
imagine if that happened in real life. You're like leaving a room, no one fucking realizes you're like dead in a ditch. Rip.
Huh.
Oh, that went dark. No, but the reason I left, that's what you wanted to talk about, right?
Yeah.
Is I've been I'm sure you remember, like, the whole concept of the Kebab League was something I was very excited about when you started.
Yeah.
I actually meant to donate to it. I'd still love to do that to the prize pool. That sort of got cut when we stopped talking, but
I wonder why.
Well, it's still definitely something I'd like to do because I think it's such an amazing project. But as I did mention this shortly to you when we talked in chat recently, but the thing is, Kebab League, when it comes to me, like, as a streamer, someone who tries to become a streamer, right, is it's a very, like, ongoing thing. Kebab League, it's not like a tournament where we got 40 people and over the next 2 months we're gonna have one winner and maybe we'll have another tournament next year. Like, it's a seasonal thing, like how in League of Legends you got.
I mean, yeah, but you could just not sign up for different seasons. I know.
That's very true. I could probably do that. I mean, and I, as I've told you, I would definitely consider going back into it. I think for me it was just like a spur of the moment. Like, right now, I sort of want to focus on being able to do what I'd like to do on stream instead of feeling forced to, like, oh shit, I have to remember, I gotta play my games. I gotta remember to play my games, and I gotta take them very seriously, so I can't interact with chat the way I normally do because, I gotta try hard. And the thing is, I don't actually dislike the idea of tryharding. I just dislike the idea of every stream being a tryhard stream. But then you mentioned that the number of games would go down.
Yeah, it did. Definitely.
Yeah, and when I left, the number was still relatively high, in my opinion at least. Or it had been, because I left before the second round began, technically.
Yeah.
I think. So for me, it was more like a, what's that called? Like a proactive reaction? Is that what that's called? Like, regarding, like, the games I had been through. because I really liked them, and I did reasonably well. I think I got a few lucky groups.
I mean, you got 2 crystals, so yeah, it was
Yeah, and
fine.
I think I was at the top of crystal for a few days, and then it went to shit because I lost like 3 games in a row. So, um, no, but yeah, short answer, which I'm very bad at. I realize is it seemed like something that would be very continuous and take up a lot of screen time on my stream, and I wasn't at a point where I was ready to commit to that. But
So
I
yeah,
think now that the games are fewer, I would definitely love to go back into it.
yeah, it was like an average of 3.75 games per week or something like that. Now
Yeah, and
you
those games
have,
are long, you know.
yeah, and now you would have like 5 best of 3 series in Crystal over
Yeah.
7 weeks. So on average, if all games go to the third game, it would be 2 games per week.
Mm. Yeah.
Even less if it's a 2-0 or a 0-2, you know. And it's
Mhm.
over.
If you see my group, right? I would get fucked in this group.
You would get fucked by Papashka for sure. You'd
I
get.
think Lord Lacy and O3 are the only ones I have a chance against.
The thing is, O3 doesn't really. He said he is not. He kind of got. He burnt out. He doesn't really want to play anymore. Like right now, heroes in
Yeah.
general. But they got
Yeah, he's
still
not
a
that
few
active in
weeks.
streams anymore either, I think.
Yeah, but 3 weeks have passed, so there are still 4 weeks, and I think that's the good part as well. There are 7 weeks over which you can play, so it means
Yeah.
that if you at one point you really don't feel like playing,
Mhm.
it's still enough time to come back and still have a quite decent ratio of games per week.
True. And even if you miss that, as you mentioned earlier, there's still the next season or whatever you want to call it, right?
No, no, no. The
Next,
thing is, after this, there will also be like the kebab finales, which will be exactly what you said, a tournament, and it will start with some
Oh,
groups. Based on what position you finish in Azure, in Crystal, in Rust, and in Fairy, you get better seeding. The first player in Azure just skips the group altogether, and then there will
okay.
be best-of-1 knockouts.
Okay. Well, that again. That's why I've been like fucking complimenting you on this shit so much. It's so complicated. Like, I don't know what to
Um,
expect from you because you're organizing all of it, and like I'm like, okay, I'm just along for the ride.
it's also very hard for me to actually explain everything because I cannot stand at my computer and type it, obviously,
Yeah,
because
of
I don't
course.
have one.
Oh yeah, and
That's
it
what I
also
meant.
it's more like it's one of those things that just makes sense in your head, but if you have to explain it to other people, you're like, you don't understand. Stop. I
I'm,
got this.
to be honest, I'm not really very good at explaining.
No, me neither. Me neither.
Yeah.
Don't worry, man. I think you're doing a very good job though, and I've said this a couple of times now, but I don't know. It's just everyone is enjoying that shit. I notice how Crystal League A is like almost. There's a lot of Lithuanians.
Yeah,
Lithuanian.
it's a very meme-worthy group, to be honest.
I see the question marks on Prey.
It's
Is
because
that genuine?
yeah, I know he's half Ukrainian. I know he's half Japanese. I think he lives in UK, so I just don't know what to put there. I don't want
Oh,
to
he lives
ask
in
him.
Japan. He
He
lives in
lives in
Japan.
Japan. I
Yeah, but he travels a lot.
I think it shows his true nature. The 3 question marks. That's all I can
It's
say.
very true. Maybe you could just put a picture of someone eating hair. Um, I love you, Prey. Calm down.
Okay, lol, like Prid would watch this lol.
Prey is actually someone I've been um, interacting a lot with because as you might have noticed, I never participate in Lekshov streams anymore because it's always when I have work, and when I get home, that's when I stream. So
Yeah, I kind of
it's
see you
so
to the end.
unlucky. Yeah, but like Prey streams, he starts his stream 3 hours before I go to work, so I get like 2 hours of watching, and then I gotta like shower and get ready. So I actually get to participate in his stream a bit, and it's been very chill. He's a big shout out, boys, to Prey UK. He's fucking amazing. Him
Oh
and
boy.
Lick Shop are probably the only Heroes 3 streamers I like watch. There's people
Whoa.
like PC that I love because he's amazing and he's a good boy. There's Gecko. I'd watch when he go live.
Ooh.
I'd watch when you go live and when Stygian goes live as well. But I don't know. For some reason, Prey and Lekshab has been the people that like stuck with me.
What about Mikik?
Oh yeah. Sometimes I forget he exists.
Oh!
That's not even meant as a diss. It's more like, I used to watch him so much, dude. Like,
Same.
I was a watcher of Mikik. In either it was late 2015 or early 2016. So like back in the fucking days when Hoda wasn't even out yet, I think, or when it like just came out. So I'm actually OG squad from Mikik, sort of. Not the very OG, but like sort of OG. But to me, first of all, I think he's Canadian.
Yeah.
So when he streams, it's always very late for me. No, it's not Canadian. I'll see myself out now, thank you.
What did you say, eh?
He goes live at like 6 p.m.
7 York time, I think.
Yeah, sounds about right. And then he goes, like, I could watch like 3 hours of that on a normal day. And then, the rest of the, more than half of the stream I would miss. So I was more of a YouTube consumer of Mikik, actually. I put on a YouTube video of him, like one of those 6 hours, one hero challenge or whatever the fuck he would be doing.
Holy ballista.
Yeah, holy ballista, all the crazy stuff he's done. And I'd put that on my second monitor while playing like Heroes or League of Legends or whatever game I was playing, Pokemon, Rocket League, you name it. And I would like AFK watch him and enjoy it, and sometimes I'd be like, wait, what? And go back to see what just happened. So it would be like a 50-50 attention sort of thing. And that was like how I like to consume it, to be honest. And
I know.
I'm a big fan of him. He's really an awesome dude. He's a weird guy, but not in a bad way.
What? Hold on.
We're all kind of weird. I mean, we're streaming Heroes 3, for fuck's sake, a 20-year-old game.
No, we are.
No, we're not weird.
Come on, we aren't that weird. We are just pretty poor. Let's be honest.
How weird, just poor. Like how he's I really respect how he's grown such a big following. Like it's crazy to me how you can stream once a week, and not even every week, because sometimes he would cancel it. Back in the day, he canceled almost every third weekend, I think.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's not a lot. Like every third week is not a lot, but it is when that only equals 3 streams. But even so, the guy has like what 300, 400 average viewers when he goes live.
Yeah,
amazing.
His viewer base is from YouTube, to be honest. Like even I went to his Twitch from YouTube back in the day.
That's where people find him. And,
and he brings more people in the community altogether.
He's done. I mean, the reason I'm here. Well, no, I mean to some degree. I've played Heroes since I was like 6 years old. It's a childhood game for me, as it has been for most of us. But he definitely brought attention to how other people were still playing, and I felt like I was the only one, especially because I'm not like from a Slavic country or a Baltic region or whatever. In Denmark, the at least to me, it seems like the game never really was as popular.
The more west you go, the less popular it becomes.
Yeah, that's how it feels, at least. Like if like from all my friends that I know, that I can think of, I think like 2 of them played it when they were younger.
Wait a second, the flags just disappeared. They literally...
What?
Look at them, they just disappeared randomly. What the fuck?
Oh, the flags. Rip.
Yeah.
Dude, flags are racist, so who cares?
Well, at least Prey has his flag. Anyway, continue.
Countries aren't real.
True.
Well, no, I don't know where I was going, to be honest. I think
you were rambling.
Totally, that's what I do.
Yeah. I was trying to wait for a break of yours. Do you know that he mentioned you? Mikik mentioned you.
Please don't.
You know?
Please don't.
So you know that thing.
I know what you're gonna say.
Okay.
I know what you're gonna say. He called me the Pride.
He called you the Pride. But to be honest, it was a very nice context, so you got that going for you.
You know what? It's because I had that username back when I watched him.
Oh really? Do you think he remembered you?
Oh, for sure. Like we had contact on Facebook back then.
Ooh,
A little bit. We had games together.
Mikix
And
DMs. Hmm.
yeah, I'm sliding into those, dude.
Hmm.
I'm such a slut, you know. Well, I mean, we weren't like best friends or anything, not at all. I just we had like 3 games and like a little bit of contact, and I just spent time in a stream, you know, made myself seen, I guess, to some degree. So he might just like offhandedly remember me. I don't think it's like my old friend. It's more like, oh, you.
Oh yeah, the
Uh,
Pride, that guy.
oh, this fuck. It's like that's his reaction.
Oh, he's a
Oh, his
streamer
hair is
now.
short. What is he trying to be special? This fucking asshole. You know, I
Oh,
remember there was one night I was doing a long stream. Like, I think I went. What was it? It was recently, like 2 weeks ago or something. I went like 13, 14 hours.
oh.
Not because of anything special. I just felt like it. You know,
Hmm.
I had an off day, or maybe I was it weekend. It was a weekend because it was a Saturday. 'Cause Miki was streaming, and I remember I was still streaming when he went offline. On you know when his stream was gonna end, and I was like, "Am I gonna get that fat meeting
Oh.
host?"
Oh, did
And he
you?
hosted Haze.
Oh, I remember when he
That's another
hosted
guy we
Haze.
haven't even talked about.
Wait, was this
Um,
weekend or a few weeks ago?
he's hosted him a few times, but I think it was
Yeah.
when because you know they both stream at the same time. I think they're both Canadian. I'm not sure.
Haze is
Um,
American. We could have seen that here, but you
oh,
know. Thank
well,
you,
close
Mr.
enough, you
Flex.
know.
Same
Yeah,
thing.
I think it was either Saturday the 6th or Saturday the 30th. One of those two. And
Alright.
it's not a big deal at all. I just remember I was sitting there like, holy shit, you know, I was getting a little bit excited. Just a little
Wait,
bit excited.
were you even playing Heroes?
Yeah, I was playing Heroes. Yeah, that
Lol,
was
imagine
Heroes.
playing Heroes, wow.
Yeah. Who the fuck does that? No, and it was fun to me because I just realized how I was sitting there like expecting it to happen. Like, why would I even expect that, you know?
Hmm.
Like, obviously he I don't know, it was just a fun moment for me and I was like, damn you. You failed me, Miki. But then I was like, nah, he's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And Hayes has really been growing recently. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, I did.
I think getting close if he's not already partnered, maybe, I don't know. If he is affiliate at the moment, I think he's getting quite close to partnered.
Mm,
And
don't
that's
you need
good.
like 75 average? I think he has like 50 to 55, not quite 75.
Yeah, but recently he's been reaching 75, like at the ends of his stream or like
Oh,
at
really?
the high
That's cool.
points. But that's not, you know, that's not an average, obviously. But
Yeah.
it means he's climbing, you know, and I think it's really cool. It's inspiring because it's another Heroes 3 streamer who's getting partnered, who's not, you know, Russian or Polish or whichever country is more popular for Heroes 3, right?
Hmm.
Um, I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I watched a bit of Hayes as well, but he's always, you know, he's also always streaming at those shit times. You know?
Yeah, I basically put him on and I go to sleep listening to his beautiful, soothing voice. What do you mean, dude?
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
I like the RPG thing you've made. That's really cool. I don't understand how the fuck shit like this works because I have no knowledge of like programming or anything related to that. I see it, I'm like, he's a fucking magician.
For me, it's quite annoying, and I think the more you grow, the more annoying it becomes because the chat would just be filled with that thing.
Oh, that's the dilemma, isn't it, for every streamer? Like you'll see Lekshov, he's climbing. You know,
Yeah.
When I started watching him, that was back in November, I think. Yeah, it was the
It's around there, yeah.
roughly there, rough and sorely there. No, and he was getting like 150 people roughly. Oh, I keep saying roughly now. I can't
Oh my god. Yeah, I know.
like 160, but these days, dude, he's like 250. That he's almost doubled his viewer base.
Yeah,
since I
towards the end he's
started
around
watching.
top 50, yeah.
It's insane to me, and like one of the things this is why I came from. Like one of the dilemmas with streaming, like when you grow as a streamer, is like is Lekshav and me as well are people who keep a very close contact with chat. I think he almost responds to everything, and when he doesn't respond, it's like a meme, you know, because it's unusual. It's not like when he doesn't respond, people are like, wait, why didn't he respond? Because they're so used to him responding, right? That's a
Mm,
good thing. You'll go into other streams. Like my girlfriend recently went into a Don't Starve streamer because that's like the only game she's ever played. Um, and
you make
she
her
was
play
like,
it IRL or what?
what?
You make her
Oh,
play it IRL.
please. Yeah, I fucking starve her, put her in a basement.
Yeah, you are that
Um,
thick that she cannot even eat.
she's where she needs to be, Don't want
Oh,
to change it. No, but like this guy had like 100 people watching, a pretty decent viewer base.
mm,
And I remember her telling me how he wasn't like talking to anyone. He wasn't responding to anything people said. Like every 5 or 10 minutes, he would look in chat and respond to like one guy. And it might be like, how sometimes people in chat are having a conversation. So if the streamer like responds to one particular message, it might not make sense to them because it was like a response to another message.
yeah, it's out of
Yeah,
context.
yeah, exactly. So he would read one of those things, and it would be like, it wouldn't make any sense at all. Um, and I just see streamers like that who has almost no contact with their viewers, and it saddens me obviously because I think that's the way to stream. Personally, I think you need to like have that contact, and Lekshov is one of those people. And
Yeah, like Shav is
to
great.
stop
He's
the
a great
rambling,
streamer.
he fucking is. And to stop the rambling, as he grows in viewers, that's going to be more hard, right? That's going to be harder to do because more people are going to be talking, right? And he wouldn't have any time to play if he had to respond to everyone.
Why do you think he switched from 4 minutes to 6 minutes to get the chat?
Exactly, yeah. Or like
The-
fucking, I'm doing 10-5-2 timers usually, maybe sometimes 12-6-2,
Mm.
and I find myself running out of timer all the time.
I was playing today with a guy. It was his room. It was 8-5-2, and at 1-1-4 he was like, "Okay, you are playing too slow," and he just left the game without GGing.
What? Really?
Yeah, yeah. He was like, even people with 500 plus rating play faster than you, and he just left.
But you're not that slow, are you? You're like,
When I stream, I'm pretty slow, but in that particular game, I was fine. I was like
Jesus.
fine.
It's
When I
funny
try
to me
hard,
that-
I run out of timer. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's part of it, right? But like,
Yeah.
it's funny to me because when I was worse at the game, I guess, and before I started streaming, I remember playing like 10-5-2 timers, and by 1-2-1, I would have 40 minutes of timer left because I was so quick.
Yeah,
And
so
that's not
good.
being good. No, 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 no. Like I wasn't good. That's the thing. Like I would, you spend more time doing better things usually, unless you're like a fucking genius. So I wasn't being that effective, like breaking 1-2-6 on average, like sometimes
The good
1-2-7,
times.
1-3-1. And now, and of course streaming has affected it, but now even if like I can manage like 1-2-2 things, 1-2-3, sometimes 1-2-1. I've had 1-1-1-7 break. I was very proud, but apart from that, I'm just decent. But I
Yeah.
still run out of all my timer because I spend so much time talking, and I actually, consider what I'm gonna do. And there's the Harpy hack thing, also. Yeah, I know you do. Oh, I didn't mean to trigger you, man.
No. Now I hate Lunar more now.
Oh, you know what? She is way worse. 'Cause
Yeah, she is way
at
worse.
least with Lorelai, you're fucked if you don't get XP shops. Luna's like, oh, I'll just break 1-1-3. Who cares?
I played against. Wait, no. I watched GXL play against Chris yesterday, and don't call me
Against
Chris.
who?
Don't call me Chris.
Oh yeah.
He's like a god. And apparently, Don't Call Me Chris, his timer didn't tick, so he didn't have his army on his main. So GXL
Oh,
just
that happens to me all the time too.
yeah. So GXL just went swoogity swooty, I'm coming for that booty, and killed both his army and his main.
Rip.
Rip. Yeah, it
That
was.
happens to me a lot. Like I get salty. Like suddenly it's like your turn has ended. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's my 10-second notice? What do you mean? Oh my god. It's
You
horrible.
need my emote, dude. You need my emote.
I do. You fucking spam that shit in my chat, please. I don't know, like it's and that's what happens, I guess, when you get so much into an older game. Like there's bound to be bugs, especially when it's a mod. But holy shit, that reminds me. Factory, dude. You excited?
Dude, I always loved steampunk things, and that looks
Yes,
steampunk as fuck, man.
it is.
I'm
I
so
could imagine
excited.
you would like that. For some reason, I felt like that would be something you were into.
Also because I kind of like the neutral factions the most somehow.
And it's probably going to be neutral.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that if they release a good or a evil one, they would release two at once in like a few years
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
to have
Well,
their
you
own
see
side
the
story.
concept art that they once.
Dude, the
It's
fucking
too. What?
pistolero guys, the gunmen. Oh my god, they are
Wait,
so
let me
cool.
just. I'm gonna AFK a little bit so you talk, because I'm gonna find you some two pictures that you can pull up on your screen.
All right.
That someone sent me in my Discord. I'm gonna have to go back a bit.
So yeah, I saw a few of the. By the way, I'm hearing myself. Do you not
Oh
have
no, that's not on purpose. I'll turn you down a bit.
Yeah.
Try talking.
So yeah. Okay, this is fine now.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the concept art. It's amazing. I don't like the terrain. It's kind of ugly. No
It's
flame.
from Heroes 2. I don't know if you played Heroes 2.
I didn't, but it's still ugly. Even if I played it, I would think it's ugly. I think.
Oh yeah, and I didn't even play it. I just saw the similarities. Yeah, it's not the prettiest, but at the same time, I like just that it's new. To me, is like change is good. Or hopefully it is. It might be horrible, but you know, I'm holding on to hope.
I just want the heroes, the might heroes, to be unable to learn earth magic. That would be the best.
Just watch, man. Watch as they fucking make a Earth offense starter or some shit.
Earth logistics.
Logistics Earth. Can you imagine? Holy fuck, John's nightmare. You
Dude.
mad you Earth.
To be honest, recently I find logistics even more important than earth.
You think so?
If
Is that
you,
because you play gigantic maps or something?
I play Excel. But the thing is, if you get the army, you can just brawl the break, and yeah, you lose like half of it. But in the desert, unless you get like super bad fights in the desert, you can rebuild your army anyway.
That's true, and logistics really helps you with that.
Especially as red, logistics is insane.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I almost got the pictures for you now. So, no, yeah, I mean, obviously movement is just king in Heroes, right? But I guess to some degree, if you're, and this is not me, by the way, I'm not talking about myself. If you're good at the game, you can make up for a lack of movement by chaining very well, right?
Yeah, but you could do
that's
all
the
of those.
ideal.
You can also chain and have a lot of movement, right? If you're very
Yeah, sure.
gifted or very leg
But,
sharp.
like, the difference between good players and bad players, like, at least in my opinion, seems to be like how they don't chain as well. Oh my god, someone is calling me.
Right in time, boys.
Alright, here you go, man. I'm gonna send you two pictures on Discord now. And you gotta pull those up, because one of my viewers sent me this, a guy called Hossy. And apparently, it's a little bit old. I think it's back from like 2013.
This is so ugly though. Can I hide this somehow? It's ugly. Alright.
You can pull up a picture and press open original, and it should
No, this is fine.
Alright. So, that is a faction called Cathedral. The one to the left, obviously. That the Hoda team was considering making. That was like one of their first concepts. They ended up going with Cove, obviously. But this is like meant to be an evil castle, basically. It's quite clear, right? You got the Angel of Death sort of thing in the middle. I think looks amazing.
I like
I
these
think Cove
guys.
was the right choice, but these. Sorry, what?
I like these guys and these guys. Can you see my mouse cursor?
Yeah. I got the picture open as well.
Yeah.
It's they're sort of steampunky as well. I sent you a second picture as well. You got to see that one. That one is really interesting to me because it's a second snow faction.
Yeah, I actually expected to be like a snow faction, not a new terrain faction.
And this is based off of like, I guess more Nordic stuff, Scandinavian sort of lore to some degrry.
Yeah, mammoths.
Giants.
Mammoths in Scandinavia feels good, man.
Mammoths are all Danish, didn't you know? Like you got the fire giants. That's from Norse mythology. I don't know. It just to me, I still think that Cove was an amazing choice. But seeing concepts like these just makes me so hopeful. Because if they make that shit one day, oh my god.
So they're basically going pirates into
Steampunk
robots, yeah,
robots, yeah.
like mechanical stuff into Vikings. That makes sense.
Dude, I would go wet for the Vikings, not gonna lie.
But Danish were never Vikings. Oh,
Oh, that's right.
hi, Lekshav.
Hashtag triggered.
Yeah.
Alright. Is there anything, I don't know, I haven't kept an eye on the time, but I'm assuming we're like...
We're
reaching-
45 minutes now.
Alright, so is there anything you'd like to cover?
Yeah, basically, I didn't go over the results in a while, and I am still, like, 4 or 5 games I'm still not updated. Mucus beat me again, so he will have more points. This is generally for the ones who are interested, not for you, Lumal.
I'm very...
So yeah, GXL beat Chris yesterday. Now, you know what's funny? By the way, Olympomax is in Azure, and he actually beat Synesthesiac. Like, one of the 2 wins were against Synesthesiac.
Okay, this is gonna sound mean, but how is Olympomax an Acer?
He played all of his games and he won like 4 duels or something like that.
So quantity over quality, I guess.
Well, if a lot of people don't play their games, then yeah.
Yeah, and that's what happened.
Oh.
Well done, Olympomax. I actually, he was one of the people in my group that I got a few wins off of, and he still placed higher than me.
Yeah,
That's
but
cool.
he even got a win of Synesthesiac and he got a win of Boris.
Boris is, dude. Boris smacked my ass. I was I think I was in red with him, and holy shit,
Yeah.
I got destroyed 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
It was sad times.
So now that Chris lost the game, this puts him at 3 losses. Like, the race for first place is insane between Synesthesia, Chris, and Mowgli. GXL kind of lost 6 already, so he's kind of out of the run. I'm still giving it to Chris.
Don't
I
call him
think.
Chris though.
To whoever this person is.
Mister, don't call me.
Miss.
Please don't call me.
Yeah.
Maybe he's addressing someone called Chris. Chris, stop calling.
Oh.
You see? Maybe.
Oh.
I don't know, that's pretty meta. I don't know.
Or maybe he's talking about a person called me, Chris, and he's warning us not to call him.
Oh, me, Chris?
Yeah. Not Mickey, me, Chris.
Yeah, that's his real name now.
Yeah.
It's its secret.
Oh
Maybe
my
that
god.
is just Mickey.
We broke the
This is
code.
too crazy.
Yeah.
Alright, man.
Now in Christo. So are you thinking of joining back?
Yes, but don't you think it would be better for me to rejoin when the next thing goes live? Because I feel like I'm so behind now.
For
I
you
didn't even play
personal-
my Red Dragon games.
No, those don't even matter right now. You don't have to play them
Well-
anymore. So the thing is, you will probably not get to play against 03952 with Ender. Ender is almost like Ender can make himself some time to play. Lord Lazy as well. So the only 2 hard guys to catch are Brovar and Papashka. I mean, you are already in here. You can just join and play how many you can without any responsibility.
I'll definitely see if I feel like I have the time for it. I think I could have, for sure.
Because
But,
in this stage, if you don't get to play your games, when there are only 2 weeks left, I will talk to the players who didn't play their games and try to schedule for them, like talking with all. But if someone can't play their games, they will lose. There are no more like ghost games, the ones that nobody gets.
yeah. Well, I did see a lot of people back when it was still green and red leagues.
Yeah.
I did see a lot of people who reached out to their opponents, and the opponents just didn't respond.
Yeah.
Which is sad, It's I feel like John, I think, was kind of triggered by that.
Yeah, John with someone. But yeah, John was still
and
in...
also Earth Magic, obviously. People just using that.
I mean,
that's just him, though.
he used it also. Actually, I'm proud of I'm happy that John actually try-harded in Kebab League. I'm proud of him. It makes me happy. But he
He
left.
did very well. I Sudoku'd against him twice, and it felt so bad. But, I mean, he was like spot number 1 for a bit, wasn't he?
Yeah, but Then the other players got their games. Anyway, basically he left, and that's the only reason GXL went to Azure. Olympomex was actually 8th, and GXL was 9th, so Olympo had more points than GXL.
Oh, rip. Okay.
So yeah, GXL is the one sliding into the Azure because John didn't want to.
Yeah, well, that's another way of doing it.
What do you think of this group, though? This is the meme group.
The meme group. Which one are you in? I don't see you.
I am in this one, and
Oh, there you
Mucus just smacked me.
Mucus, Acetone, Italian Bistro, and German. Oh, okay.
Mucus,
Oh, yeah.
by the way, are you still friends with Mucus? Like, do you still bully each other?
Oh, I love Mucus, yeah.
Mucus lost twice to Gecko, so there you go.
Oh, that's Gecko down there.
Yeah, that's
I did
Gecko.
hear it. Gecko and Mucus are in my chat quite often. And
Yeah.
I did hear Mucus raging after he lost again. Gecko, he was like, I'm so fucking mad at Heroes 3 now. I'm glad you're playing Pokemon because he didn't want anything to do with it. After getting smacked by Gecko. Gecko won against me in an 8xm8 match where I just got totally destroyed as well. But obviously, that's because of RNG, right?
Yeah.
Not because I'm bad.
No. I mean, how could you be bad? You are Crystal and he's Rust.
Yeah, so clearly I'm a better human than him. So
Oh, a better dragon, a better dragon.
clearly I'm worth more. No, anyways, you wanna
Yeah,
you
let's
wanna
prepare
end it
for
off
the
so it doesn't
end.
become way too long.
Yeah, but first I just want to say it again. If you rejoin now, it would be better for everyone. Like, you would not no, like,
Do it for the people.
even if
That
you
was-
can play only one game, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, even if you are in the mood for one game,
Okay.
it would still be better than not playing.
Alright, send me the Discord invite. Just do it with me.
I will send you just after we stop recording. Yeah.
Yep,
Alright.
that's the deal. And I'll try to get as many games played as I can, but you know,
And
who
just
knows
a
how many that's gonna be.
just a quick new plugin. Do you stream today, or when is your next stream?
Oh, I got 2 days now that I'm spending with the girlfriend because I'm on Easter holidays. So we're going bowling tonight actually, and tomorrow we're heading to an amusement park.
Alright.
It's gonna be so thick.
So-
But maybe Wednesday, maybe tomorrow night, tomorrow evening. Sorry.
Alright.
Otherwise Thursday for sure.
Okay.
So that's gonna be fun.
Anyway, thank you for being here, for accepting the SlowShow invitation.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah.
It's good to talk to you again. Been too long.
Small
You're not
steps.
sure?
Small steps.
You're not
Small
sure if it's
steps.
good to talk to me?
Okay, it was fun. It was fun. I just don't know how I feel about it. Okay, I feel like I
Alright,
betrayed
I'm
me.
gonna block you now.
Thanks God.
I'll never talk to you again.
Yeah. So, what am I doing? Yeah. So thanks and see you. Bye bye.
Of course, dude. Have a good day.